God bless you, everyone. Today I'm going to share with you guys a vision that the Lord showed me about 3 weeks ago, I believe. Well, I'll just get to it. In this vision, I was in the middle of a crowd, and they were just looking at two girls that were performing. They were dancing, like so. Everyone was gathering around them like a circle. It was like a street performance sort of thing, and I was watching them too. They were dressed in a way that wasn't right, very sensual. So I was watching them dance, and all of a sudden they stopped, and one of them started preaching. That was the whole deal with them. They were trying to get people's attention so they could start preaching the gospel. But everyone started making fun of them, like saying "boo," bullying them and saying "you're stupid, you're crazy." So one of the girls, there were two, started crying, and she was really sad and telling them that we need to follow Jesus, we need to worship God, and everyone was making fun of them. So I felt bad too. I was in the middle of all these wicked people, and I felt bad for the girls, right? And I was saying, poor girls, man, what can I do? And all of a sudden there was a lightning strike in between the girls and the crowd, and I got scared. Everyone fell on their backs and on their sides, on their shoulders, right, with their faces on the ground. And I got really scared because I knew that God was coming down and he was angry at all the mockers. So I fell to the side too, on the ground. And then there were like two balls of light, of blue light, that came down from the sky, and they went over everyone that was on the floor, on the ground. And then there was a person that appeared. Actually, there was someone holding these little balls of light. There were two, but this person was invisible. But then he was visible, and he was God the Father, since he and Jesus are the same, right? So he took the form that we most recognize as Jesus. And he had long hair, beard, right, robe, white robe, and a golden piece on his chest. I didn't actually pay much attention to it. I was so scared in this vision. It seemed so real. I was actually convinced that it was real. And God started telling everyone, why are you doing this? Why are you making fun of my servants? Don't do it. And he was really angry, screaming at everyone, but he wasn't even looking at me. He wasn't saying anything to me. But I was really scared. But I said, no, he's not gonna hurt me because I am his son, and I've been serving him, right? But then I saw something. I thought it was evil in him, but it was actually his anger. But I didn't recognize it. But I thought it was evil, so I said, in the name of Jesus, go away. I actually thought he was Satan posing as an angel of light, right? And then he didn't even look at me. He didn't answer or anything. So I was like, what is going on here? I stood up, and then I said again, in the name of Jesus, who are you? And he put his arms down, and he turned around really calm, and he just walked away from me. And I was confused. I was like, what's going on here? Since I was convinced that the whole thing was real. And then there was a curtain, and he opened it, and this really bright, extremely bright, pure white light came out, and he went into the light. And I was just looking at him like, what is going on? And I turned around, and everyone that was on the ground, they were standing up, and they had their arms towards the sky, both of them, and their eyes closed. They were worshiping God. And I was like, what is going on here? I was really confused. Why are you guys worshiping? In my mind, I was saying this. Why are you worshiping God? Weren't you afraid just a second ago? Weren't you just terrified on the floor? What is going on? And then one of them just came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder and shook my hand. And he said, you did really good. And I was like, what? Was this a test? And I still didn't understand. Then another one said, he acted with love. And then another one said, he acted with courage. And they all started walking away different directions, right? And I was like, wow, this was a test. and I passed, and I was getting excited. And then one of them came up to me, one of the people from the crowd came up to me and told me, "Follow me." So I followed him, and he went inside this little humble-looking tent, and I followed him inside. Inside this tent, there was a man taking a shower. I could only see his feet, but I knew it was Jesus. And this guy that told me, "Follow me," he was taking clothes to Jesus, because Jesus was about to come out of the shower, right? And that was the end of it. Now, I'll share with you guys what I think it means, but the Lord may reveal something to me, but He could reveal something completely different to you. So pray and ask Him, all right? Don't go by what I tell you. I'm just telling you the vision, and I'm gonna tell you what I understood from it. It's pretty simple, actually. Since I received this vision right after I came back from El Salvador in Central America, that was a test for me. Right? I went there from a vision I had. If you haven't watched my previous videos, so I trusted God and I went. So that was the test, and I passed. And God being angry, obviously he's really angry at all the mockers, all the people that make fun of His servants. For example, like me, I'm sharing with you guys this vision. He's angry at all of those people who make fun of people like me, servants of God. And even all those so-called Christians that go to church just to speak things about other people. And Jesus taking a shower and about to come out, obviously that means that He just about to be ready to receive His bride. He's just about to be ready, right? It's just gonna be any time now. So I feel like it's gonna be any time, but we don't know. But we gotta be ready. That's what I understood from it. So make sure that you pray to God that He may show you what He wants to reveal to you. That's it. God bless you.